Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and thanks for joining me for another video. So we are in quarter two, so I thought I would come in and do a flip through in my planners of quarter one and maybe talk about any changes that I may be making, what's working, what's not working, and how I am moving from that for quarter two. So I'm gonna start with my everyday carry. This is a personal ring size planner. I'm still using personal rings, while it may look different if you've watched any of my other videos, and that is just because I have different covers that I use, but I am still using a ring size planner as my everyday carry. I have monthly section, tracking section, goals, week, daily, and a journal section in here. I also have some note pages, and I have my Animal Crossing New Horizon inserts. If I remember where I purchased this from, I will link this in the description box for you. I do purchase printables from multiple different shops, usually Etsy, and then I cut them and hole punch them myself. And I've also taken to rounding the corners. I really like the rounded corners look, so I've been doing that a lot lately with all my inserts. So with the Animal Crossing New Horizon inserts, it's just for the fish, the sea creatures, and the bugs, and I am trying to catch them all. And if you know anything about Animal Crossing, you know that in order to get a certain fish or bug or creature, they only appear in certain seasons during certain times of the day and certain locations. So this is my guide for that. And once I have caught that fish or creature or bug, I will highlight it. So that's what that is. Then I have my monthlies, and my monthlies are a freebie from Peanuts Planner Co. If you are a part of her Facebook page, I have been using her pretty consistently for like the last 3 years, I think. And then we go into my tracker section, and I am using this 52-week tracker, which is also from Peanuts Planner Co., but it's not a freebie. You do have to purchase that from her website. I was using this during quarter one for trackers, and I don't remember where I got this from, but I was using it for my morning and nighttime routine. I am no longer using that in quarter two. I did find a different tracker. And then in my goal section, I have these. This is from Peanuts Planner Co. as well. It is not a freebie. You have to get it from her website, and I believe it is part of her yearly bundle. And I use this just for like the main goals that I want to do each month. And once I've completed them, I highlight them. I have a to buy section. I have some finance tracking there. And then I have my routine section here. I'm still trying to develop a really good morning and evening routine. I think the problem with that is, seasons are constantly changing in our lives, and so there's always some adjusting there. But I just wrote a sample of kind of what I would like to stick to as far as a daily routine, weekly routine, quarterly, and monthly. And then we go into my weekly section. So I used to use for my weeklies these Peanut Planner Co. printables. Again, this is a freebie if you are part of her Facebook page. So I was using this as my weeklies. Now I use it as a pre-plan for my meals. So I just put down, what I plan on cooking. If I cook it, I highlight it. Sometimes the days move, so you'll see I put an arrow. Today is 11th, but instead of doing pork chops on 11th, I did chicken enchiladas, which is why that's highlighted. And then I have my grocery lists here. I'm not using this section, the tracker section, for anything at the moment, and I don't know if that'll change later, but for now, I'm leaving it blank. But then as far as like my weekly section, when I'm pre-planning my weekly section, I now use these inserts from the planner room, and I'm tracking my fasting glucose and my morning weight here, and then anything that I know that is going to happen on a particular day here, such as like the kids' sports and days off and things of that nature, and then some tracking daily tasks over here. Then that was my meals. We're gonna go into my daily section, and I'm just using these. These are fairly new too. I don't remember where I got them, but I do need to figure that out and put that in the link for you guys. So that's pretty much my everyday carry. And the thing I love about being in Rings and Discs is if something's not working for you, you can just buy a new insert, print it up, and stick it in here instead of having to buy a whole new planner. I am also still in my reading journal. I haven't changed the cover or anything here, so it's the same picture. I still have my authors to check out, my books to read. This is another book to read. As I read them, I will highlight them. I do need to go in and complete my do not finish list because I have a ton of books that I just didn't finish, and I've just really been having a hard time trying to find books that really hit home for me. I'll get like 50, 60, 70, sometimes 80% into a book, and I'm like, I just can't. I don't want to torture myself into reading something that I'm just not enjoying, and so I've been TNFing a lot of books lately. This is my book of the month spread, and so far I have a favorite book for January and February. March, I did read some books in March. I just have to figure out of the few books that I read which one I enjoyed the most. And then I have my favorite books of all time here. I just still have to print out the photos, which I haven't done. And then I have a book battle, and the concept here is you write, so it's January to December, and you put the book that you liked for each month there, and then you kind of break it down to the semifinals, finalists, and then the book of the year, which I feel like I usually have more than one book of the year. But then I have my favorite quotes pages. I need to go in and update those. My favorite authors and their series, and as I read them, I will highlight them and put a check mark next to them. And here we have all the books that I've read so far in quarter one. This is all of January. January is like a really big month for me. February, this is all February. This is all February. And then February, and I haven't put my books in for March. I'm sure I read a few, not many, but I'm sure I read a few, so I just have to go back and fill that out. So this is something that I am still using for quarter two as well. I just need to go and update it. And then we have my half letter planner that I will archive at the end of the year. Again, this is the same planner. The cover I changed, so that might look a little different if you've seen any of my other videos. So I have my inbox, and I don't really use an inbox. I just have these pages, and I just put them in here because what I do is I will fill out my pre-planner, highlight things, check things off once they get done, and at the ends of each week, I will go and update this. These sheets get thrown away, and this will become my everything for my whole year that I will keep and refer back to in the future. So I have my cleaning list, which I am very proud of myself. I've been a little better with actually keeping up with checking it off, because yeah, I do clean, but I don't know why coming in here marking things off just has been like a challenge. My reoccurring task. Then I have my self-care section, and I did really good with keeping up with this. My steps, if they're over 8K, I highlight them in blue. And I have my weight tracker, my fasting hour tracker, my sleep score, which my watch will tell me, my HRV. So yeah, they're pretty. You see January, February, March are completely full. So I did really good with quarter one. As far as miles go, I don't know if I just didn't run in February or if I was just really terrible with putting in my miles. But yeah, January and March look pretty good. I'm just not sure what happened with February. So it does look like I did some. I did cardio 4 times in February. I'm not sure what kind of cardio that is, so it's possible that I just wasn't running, which is why that is blank. And once I figure out what the case is, what the deal is with this one, if I didn't run, I think I'm just gonna write like no running that month, so I won't question it later in the future. Then I have my workouts, ST for strength training, C for cardio, and then it's color coded. So if I did both strength training and cardio that day, I color coded in yellow. Then I have my meals. I'm still tracking my meals. One thing that has changed is I am no longer tracking my calories and my macros. I don't know, I may regret that later on when I look back and try to figure out stuff and be disappointed that it didn't actually track it anymore. So if you can see by week 10, I just thought it's just a lot of work. Week 11, I think I was out of town that week and I just didn't bother tracking like my food. And again, I actually should write that here just so I know in the future when I refer back to it, I'm like, well, why did I miss a whole week of writing down my meals? And then here I just have my fasting hours as well. So I have it in 2 places. And my sleeping, I'm back to tracking my meals. And that is it for quarter 1 and like my meal section. And then we go into my workout section, which I did pretty good. Week 3, week 4, week 5. It's not perfect, but just having these, I think, keeps me on track. As opposed to if I didn't have these sheets, then I'd probably be doing even less when it comes to movement or intentional exercise. So week 10, week 11, week 12. Week 12 is this week that I was out of town. So I wonder what week that was. Week 12 I did track even though I was out of town. I don't know what happened with week 11. I gotta go back and see if I can find that information. If not, then it's just lost. Then we go into quarter 2, but as you can see, I'm keeping it consistent with quarter 1 here, and just write my little notes. So yeah, I had like some Achilles pain here. I started trying iFit in the mornings, working out with that in the mornings again. And I just find like morning workouts are not for me. Like afternoon, lunchtime workouts are just, I think that's just where I'm going to be at. Then I have my monthlies. And one thing that I did change in quarter 2 is I took out my sticker of the day. So I don't know if you guys see my old videos or previous videos, you see that I would put a sticker on each day just to kind of signify something that happened that day. I stopped doing it. I do love it. I like to reflect back on it. I think it looks very aesthetically pleasing, but yeah, I didn't feel like doing it anymore. I just kind of got tired of doing it. And so yeah, on my monthlies, I just do appointments, birthdays, paydays, days I'm in the office, mostly my workout schedule and anything significant will come on the monthly section. And then we go into my weeklies, which I love. This is very like Hobonichi a style. I did try using a Hobonichi cousin once, but I had like a love-hate relationship with the pages, and I like all the trackers, so yeah, I didn't want to stick in a bunch of different trackers, so the discbound works way better for me in that regards. That's why I use it, because I do have my moments where I'm like, maybe I should get a Hobonichi cousin again, but I want the trackers. I don't need the trackers. I really like the trackers. I do refer back to them quite frequently, so I like that. That's why. But yeah, I wanted the weekly to kind of have the Hobonichi look to it, and I did find these on Etsy, so that was perfect. And again, I will put link in the description to all the shops that I purchased from. So I have week 3. I'm really loving like this whole gray and black and white tone. I just love this. Then I try to add some color, and it's alright, but I don't know. I like the gray. I'm really loving, like, even this is alright, but I think just the gray and the black and white will look good to me. I tried a different layout here, just you going back to my stamps. I have so many stamps, and I thought, oh, I haven't stamped in a while. I'm gonna try it out. I don't know how I feel about it. I like it. I don't love it. I don't hate it. So yeah, maybe like a 5 out of 5. I really do like this one. I was a week early for the green because it's not St. Patrick's week, but yeah, I really like this one. I really like this one. This one is okay. This was vacation week when I was out of town, week 11. So I am incorporating both stamps, because I think here I just did like stamps and washi. And then I started doing a little bit of stamps, washi, and stickers. And I think I like that look better where I'm using a combination of all three. This was the week of my daughter's birthday. And I didn't finish weeks 13 and 14 of quarter one. So I do need to play catch up on that. As far as my finance section, let me see if I can show. I have had these finances in search for, I don't know, 2 years now. I keep telling myself that I am going to do better with tracking and keeping up on with things, and just kind of, I want to have a better view of where my money goes besides paying bills or even with bills. And I just have to, like, it's not working. This is not working for me. I am currently looking for some different budgeting or financial inserts. So if you guys have any finance inserts or budgeting inserts for your planner that you really love, please let me know. Drop it in the comments section so I can check that out, because that is definitely something that I want to change for quarter two. So last but not least is my journaling. I was looking on my shelf the other day and I was like, why do I have so many books? And I picked them up and I started going through them and I realized they're so incomplete. So in here I have like 2021 and 2022 for journaling. In here I have part of 2022 and part of 2023. And then in here I have parts of 2023 and 2024. And when I started this, because I think I started this one first, it's a B6ology. I told myself that I was going to do like a 5-year journal. So I was going to break up the page, although with this, because it's a B6, this is the first time I've used a B6. I wanted to try it. How I divided it, I can only get 4 sections instead of 5. So I was like, okay, I'll do a 4-year journal. And then, I don't know, like, I just stopped, and I had put all these stickers and stuff and washi inside, and it bulked it up, and I hate how it feels, and I don't want to write in it because of it. And so in 2023 I was like, I'm gonna use this as a journal, but I wasn't trying to do it as a 5-year journal. I was just trying to do a journal for a year, which I think I started in December, let me see, November of 2022. I don't want to show too much because it's personal stuff in here. And I don't know when I stopped. July of 2023. So I didn't even get a full year in here. And this is the half-year Stalogy in the A5 size. So then I got these inserts and I was like, oh, this is really good because I can carry this around with me. I don't think I have any blank pages. Let me see if I got blank pages. Okay, here's one. So these are inserts that I print and cut, and I was like, okay, I can do 5 years at a time. And I like the idea of having 1 month in my everyday carry. So journaling, remembering to journal, or just when I'm out and about and I had free time when my kids doing sports or whatever, if I wanted to pull it out and journal in it, boom, done. I don't have to worry about waiting until I got home or carrying an additional book with me. And that works really good from, I think I started in July all the way to March, and then I don't know what happened. I just was like, I just stopped. And so now I have 1, 2, 3 books that I was journaling in, basically. And I was like, you know what? That's what, 20, 21, 22, 23, and then 24. So that's 4 years already. So I decided I really want to get them all in one book. And I mean, it's not terrible to have these three on my bookshelf, but I don't know. I really wanted to have 5 years in one book. So I decided not to get Astrology again because while I love that the Astrology is 365 pages and it's still slim, and this time I do not plan on putting any stickers or washi or ephemera or anything in it, so it should stay relatively small. I don't know. I wanted to try something different. I had tried 3 Stylogies already. I found this on Amazon. It is 776 pages. They're just line pages. They're numbered, which is great. And let me see if I can show y'all one. And this is just kind of how I set it up. So I have the day, and then I have it broken down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So each day I will go in and complete that day. So like today's 11th. So tonight when I sit down to journal, I will go into my old one and then take April 11th from 2021 to 2023 in all of them and write it down, and then do my 2024 entry. And that is how I'm going to get it all in here. So I'm not sitting down trying to do it all at one time, but each day when I write that day entry, I will go in and put these in. So then I can get rid of these and these inserts and then just have this one on my desk. So that is what I'm hoping for. We shall see. I will do an update come Q3 and let you guys know how that is going. But as far as like actual planners, yeah, I am not changing these 3. I do want to get financial inserts for these, and I am starting to fill that up. So that is it, guys. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys have changed, if you're changing anything in your planners or your whole system, your inserts, whatever, for Q2. Let me know how Q1 went. Thank you so much for watching, and happy planning.